started making a bunch of three-pointers?
It was really important, but I felt like we didn't shoot the three well in the second half. I thought we settled a lot, but yes, it was important. I was really impressed actually with the way we shot at the first half. 7 for 15 was good, but I looked at the box score at the end. We settled for a lot, I felt, and didn't convert the second half. But yes, I'm glad that we came out on fire and came out with more intensity in the beginning of the third quarter.
How has Aries settled in the 10 games that you guys have played?
I think that tonight it was just a low-scoring game, so she obviously wasn't going to have her average. I thought she took a lot of quick shots without her legs being under, but she's also was out all week. So I think she was just a little bit rusty. But I think for everybody, it wasn't their best game. But I thought Dominique played solid. I thought got in a little bit of foul trouble early, but she did some really good things in the post. I thought Lucia shot the ball really well, especially first half. Sam Thomas is kind of coming into her own. So those are the bright spots. Now the spots that I didn't like, the low points of the game was our rebounding. Giving up offensive rebounds in the third quarter, not executing, kind of stalling the ball, keeping it in our hands a lot. I thought those things were things that we did not do a good job of tonight. And we didn't do a good job of valuing the ball in the first half.
And points off turnovers seemed like that was another thing that was effective for you.
Yeah, I think that we did a really good job so we played a lot of solid defense. We forced them into 23 turnovers. And then a positive assist to turnover ratio, 20 assists, 9 turnovers. That's a good stat that I really like. And then we talked about turnovers at halftime, so we only had 2 in the second half. So I thought they did a good job of taking care of the ball with a lot of different combinations. So those are positive things. But, I said it before, to the media, this is a hard week. It's right after finals, mentally, physically. You're kind of the last week before you go home. So this is always a tough week, and I think Friday's going to be even more difficult because they're leaving on vacation the next day. So really important to get this win no matter how ugly it was, and it's really important to focus on Friday because it'll be a long break if you end with the loss. So really important to get better this week, do all the little things. There are areas we have to improve on. We have to get better before we play ASU. And then get a home win Friday and then have momentum going to the Pac-12.
What are the main areas that you have to improve on?
Definitely taking care of the ball. Especially they're not a really aggressive defensive team, so we shouldn't turn the ball over. In ASU, NAU, they'll be more aggressive. I think the other area is just focusing on boxing out. There's times where we give up a couple offensive rebounds in a row, and I don't think that's a lack of focus thing. And then just not getting silly fouls. I think that we had some really good on-ball defense, and then we go for a reach, and we're in the right position. So those discipline things, that's another area we have to improve on.
How much higher is your team ceiling when Lucia and Sam are hitting threes?
A lot higher. I think Lucia and Sam hitting threes, and then Dominique and Kate doing work inside. Samaje coming in, blocking some shots, getting some points inside. So I think we're a team where we have 10 players that are capable of playing. And I kind of like it. People are like, oh, your bench is a little short. Oh, it's not. I think it's perfect. I think it's too long and it's 15. So I think that we have 10 players that can play and that contribute. And we have a solid rotation of, we always talk about that third player we need to score. It can't just be Ari, it can't just be Kate. It needs to be Sam, Dominique. So I like that. I like when we have 4 players in double digits. That's a really good thing, and that's balance to me. And we won't win long term if we don't have that. Because tonight wasn't Ari's best night. It wasn't Kate's best night, but we still won.
When you say Sam's kind of coming into her own, is it just because she's getting more used to playing on the wing?
No, I think she's just more aggressive. If you look at her the last 5 games, she looks like a different player. So I think it takes one game to get at it, to kind of see what you're capable of doing, and she's more aggressive. She's looking for shots more. She's driving. She's, asserting herself on the floor, and I like that, and that's what I want her to do. We were running some different plays for her, so I think that she's in a good place and she's feeling great. She has a great 3-point shot. And so if she's 4 for 7 from 3, she can take even more threes. So I like how she's playing. I like what she's doing. And I think that she needs to consistently do that. We need that from her to be successful.
And defensively, what do you like about
Sam's a really good defender. Well, she's a really good defender. She's always in the right position. She's really smart, one of our smartest basketball players. And she just doesn't do silly things. She doesn't reach for the ball, not get it. She gets tough rebounds. I think she can even rebound a little bit better. But she does so many little things that don't show up in the stat sheet. And also Dominique does a lot of little things, whether it's a screen or being in the right spot or making the extra pass. They don't take bad shots. All those things they both do, so they're hard to take off the floor.
Do you think there was anything that kind of got Sam moving in the right direction, or?
I think she's just decided to turn it on. And we had a talk, and I don't think it's because of my talk at all, but I think that she knows I believe in her, and I think that just having her believe in herself is a big thing. And it does take time because everybody's roles adjusted. Now we inserted, you know, the 3 transfers, the freshmen. I think that it takes a while to adjust. We play a lot faster with Aries, so I think that there was a learning curve even for Lucia. So now Sam seeing she has the green light to do those things, and I told her, and she has the green light to shoot the 3. So we need her to. So I like the fact she did it, and then once you do it, and you do it well, you're gonna keep on doing it. So I think her and Dominique, they're people that we need to produce, and they have been, so it's good.
Could you see somewhere down the line where Samaje is starting at center and you can possibly move Kate over to power forward?
Well, down the line, but I think right now Samaje is so young.
Yeah.
I think that Samaje can be, no doubt in my mind, a dominant player in the Pac-12. But she has a lot to learn. Just for positioning and where to be in the zone, it's just she's a freshman, so she's learning a lot of new stuff. But I think that I wouldn't want her to learn from anybody else besides Dominique and Destiny. Dominique and Destiny are very smart players. They're always in the right position. They do so many little things. So every day she's learning that. Every day Kate's learning. So then when Dominique and Destiny graduate, now Kate and Samaje have experience. And what I like is that they're going to grow together. So they're freshmen, so they'll be together for 4 years. And I think that they're going to be great players, and they're going to be a great combination together. Because right now, if you notice, I put, you know, one of the younger players with a more experienced player. It'll be like Kate with Dominique. It'll be Destiny with Samaje or Destiny with Kate. It's not usually those 2 together, just because of learning and just the experience.
Anything else for Coach?